Hi, so today we're looking at Mark, the rest of Mark 14. This includes verses 53 through 72. In these verses, we see Jesus brought before the Sanhedrin and the high priests, and in the Jewish law, they needed 2 witnesses to convict you of a crime. And although they brought many witnesses forward, and people said many things that Jesus could have done, none of their testimonies lined up, and they couldn't convict him of anything. And because of that, the high priest stood up and made some comments, and he said, because Jesus had been quiet this entire time, why have you said nothing? Why have you made no answer? For these men are testifying against you. Jesus had made it just increasingly hard for them to convict him by not saying anything. And the chief priest then goes on and asks, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed?" This question may have been drawn from what Jesus had said in public when he had been preaching in the synagogue of the Messianic Lord and Lord of David, who shares the same honor as God. And Jesus responds to this. He says, "I am." Now, I am is how the Jewish people would have known their God. They would have thought immediately of Moses in the burning bush, where God speaks to Moses, and when Moses asks him, "Who should I say that has called me to come and save you or take you out of this bondage?" And God answers, "I am," because I am has sent you. And so when Jesus responds this way, the Jewish people would have known that he's making a reference to God. Now, in this, from this we move on to Peter and Peter's denial of Jesus in verses 27 through 31. Jesus predicts this denial and tells the disciples that all of them are going to fall away, and Peter says that if everyone else leaves you, I will not. But Jesus says, "No, you are going to deny me 3 times before the rooster crows twice." And so we come to the scene, and Peter has followed Jesus and is sitting in the court, warming himself by a fire, and a woman comes up and asks, "Were you not with the man Jesus?" And he says no. And two more occasions happen, and increasingly every time he gets more and more firm with his response of, "No, I'm not. I don't know this man." And in this, he does deny Jesus, and he comes to a point where he's almost swearing oaths of not knowing Jesus. And then the time comes, and the rooster crows, and he realizes what he's done, and he flees in shame. And we have the end of this verse. And I just want to that's kind of what I have for you for this, and I just want to thank you for being here this week.